Hello, good evening. I had decided not to do a video today because I had a wedding to go to, and I didn't think I'll make it back on time to record one of my experiences. So I had put up a little notice saying no thrills, but I can't stay without it on a Saturday night. So here I am back with you all, and I thought it's about time you all saw my face. I'm sorry that my microphone might be a little soft. It's not that I have a problem. It's the it's the microphone of the telephone of the mobile, which is not really very good. So I'm working on that. So I was just thinking of what story to tell you, and I'll tell you something very close to my heart today. And it's happened just a couple of months ago. Though I had said that I'll say things in sequence, um, there's one I will say, and then I will tell you another one which happened recently. Okay, so are you ready? Well, I had lots of cats in Dubai, lots of cats. And one was, that soft, round face. I named her Bella, and she came to our compound. So I started feeding her, and she became a part of um, little, my family and other animals kind of thing. So I didn't feel anything in feeding her or letting her have a good sleep at my house. Things were quite safe. You could leave the doors or windows open so they could come in and go out. Now, Bella she was an orange cat. She had a habit of following me whenever I took my dog out for a walk. And that I used to worry about because she crossed the road suddenly and things like that. And I had to witness the worst thing one day. Is I thought that a cat had been hit somewhere else, and I was looking at that and pulling my dog. And when I turned around, I had just seen Bella in the sand in the bulrushes over there. And when I turned around, my Bella was in the middle of the road. She had been hit. She's my pet. So you can imagine, like, I had a dog in my hand, and I had to pick her up because that's my cat up to all kinds of things. So I'm sorry about that. That's my cat. Would you please go? You have a better place. Find a better place to be. Yeah. So what happened is that I was shocked. She was lying in the middle of the road, so I ran, I picked her up. I knew she was dead. There was nothing I could do, but I had to take her home. I handed my dog over to the maid, and I ran to the veterinary clinic, and they confirmed that she was gone. It was absolutely horrifying. Anyway, it was late in the evening. There was nothing I could do. The municipality had closed. I usually cremate my pets and I keep them. I have a little corner and I put a light to them. And I've told my family that the day I go, just put them all with me. Okay? That's my wish. So we have somebody here who's with us. Could you show your face a little, because you are creating a bit of a problem. Yeah, there we are. Not as innocent as he looks. That's Pepe, but he wants to sit here. So anyway, coming back to the story, I had to find a shovel and bury Bella in my garden. And from the day I buried her under the tree, every day I used to put an incense stick till the day I left that place. that house. That house, I personally feel there was something in that house which had its power over me. My husband is a very detached person from all this. He doesn't believe in it. He's an atheist. He doesn't believe in all this. So he just laughed it off. But I always had this inner feeling that everything doesn't just go, wait a minute. Like it's not like a plug that you just pull out and it goes dark. Though that could well be it also. So what happened is that I had a little garden, and you know these night flowers which are called night jasmines, and they only bloom at night. So I used to love the smell of that. So I put a lot of that in the window of, it was a 2-story house. So I put a lot of that near the window, and I used to sleep downstairs on the sofa, and all my other pets used to be around me. And this I'm talking about a month or two later. We lost her. She had this place where she used to sleep, and I used to look there every day and miss her. But what to do? It was a tragic accident, and sometimes time doesn't give you enough time to grieve because life has to go on. But she was there in my heart, and if no one else thought of her, I was. But I had to continue to do what I had to do. So what happened one night is that I was sleeping on the sofa, and there would be we were sleeping like different carriers. Me and my pets, we slept like different carriers, one on top of the other. And that was the only way I knew how to sleep, because I wouldn't get sleep unless I had my babies all around me. One night I opened my eyes like this, just a little bit. Maybe my sleep broke, and I opened my eyes a little bit, and I swear I saw the figure of a cat, orange cat, which had a light around it. It was as if it was surrounded by a light, just walking across the drawing room. Because the drawing room was downstairs, the bedrooms were upstairs, and we had guests at that time. So when we had guests, I very happily slept downstairs on the sofa with all my pets, and I used to leave that window open so that I could get the smell of those flowers. It was very intoxicating. Here we call it Rat Ki Rani. Okay? So the night jasmine. And I opened my eyes a little bit, and I saw this orange cat. It had a kind of a orange light or a golden light around it, and it was just walking past. And the only thing I said to myself is, she's still here. And I went back to sleep. As I told you, that every story does not have to be a scary story. It was very reassuring that she's within us. That she's within us. But what I saw years later, I'll come to that at another time, because I kept putting those incense sticks over there every night in her name for as long as I lived in that house. Now I can't control that. I could not cremate her because it was the weekend, there was nowhere to keep her. The only thing I had to do, I had to bury her. I miss her a lot, but I've had so many that, and as I said, that each one is different. It doesn't matter that, oh, I've had so many cats or so many dogs, and it doesn't matter if one goes or two goes. No. Each has a personality, and you miss it. I'm not so, it might sound funny, but I'm not so thinking about human deaths, because I know humans can talk, they can tell you what's happening to them, but these creatures can't. You have to understand them, and that's harder. You have to find out what's really happening to them. Another dog died because We just didn't know what happened to it. And that I could never forgive myself. Anyway, we'll move on from there to something that's happened more recently. As I said, I lost my childhood friend just a couple of months ago. When I came back from Dubai, I used to go and spend time with her. She had lots of dogs. I used to take rice and biscuits and things like that, and go and sit with her in the garden amongst her dogs. And she used to spend a lot of time with them. And then things deteriorated in her health, and she was gone. I really feel funny saying this, but my health deteriorated a lot after I returned. That's because I came back after many years, 25 years. So you have to understand that your body has to adjust to a place again. So my immunity was very low. So I was falling sick very often. Everything, this virus, that virus, everything was, anything that was up in the air, Pia had it. So I suffered for almost a year and a half from all that. I lost a lot of my strength and will and power to move on the way I did over there. And we were shifting houses to finally find the place we want to be in, and we are there now. And I did not particularly pay any attention to what might have been happening with her, because she never told me anything also. It was always a very pleasant visit, though we are such close friends, but sometimes there are some things that you can't even tell somebody, you know. Maybe very personal matters in the family, and anyway, I won't go into that much. But we must be on the lookout. If we feel somebody's mental health is not good and it's showing through the health, a lot is from the mind. So I didn't catch on to that very fast because I myself was so sick. And then, but I used to go and spend time with her, and a day came when she had a heart attack, and she survived the first one, but the second one took her. I still don't know what to say, because we just grew up, we discovered life together. There's no filling that gap, there's no trying to fill that or assure myself that she's gone or whatever. I'm in my own space. I just say that we're all heading in the same direction. But my health kept getting worse. It just kept getting worse. And one day, this happened funnily before she died. One afternoon I was lying on the bed here, and I swear I felt a cold, icy hand, almost like air, with no weight in it, just run down like this to the middle of my body, down to my navel, and just below my navel, and it went away. And I've never felt, it's like, when you take a body out of a morgue, how you feel, how cold you feel that body is. And we moved into a new house, and I felt this thing just go down like this through the middle of my body to my navel and out. And I was awake. And I turned around to my husband, what was that I just felt. He said, you must be imagining you dabble in such things. And trust me, my health became worse after that. I was getting signs. I was getting some kind of signs. So what happened is that a few days after that, she passed away. I was